Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to She Reads Tarot. My name is Catherine, and we are about to get started with your collective love reading for Capricorn. But before we do, if I can get this to go out, first, please do me a kind favor and please head on down and hit that like button for me. I'll give you just a moment. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate all of you so much for being here. And if you are new, please also, if you feel inclined, hit that subscribe button as well. All right. That just helps your energy to flow freely through these readings. And I do your monthly readings every month for all of your signs, all 12 signs. And I also will be doing weekly and daily readings as well coming up soon. So please, please, please stay tuned. But most importantly, hit the like button, you guys. This channel is coming back to life, okay? And when I say coming back to life, I mean it. I'm on top of the sound issues that we have been having, okay, over the past several months. This has been an attack on the channel, and you guys, it is being rectified as we speak, okay? I've put a serious prayer of protection, all right? And anything coming at this channel is going right back to sender. All right. So there is going to be nothing coming at your girl. Jesus is protecting me. Anyways, there's nothing that can come against me, nothing that can affect me, my life, my blessings, what I have coming to me, any of that, new subscribers, any of those things. All right. My client base is strong and it will remain that way. And my friends and my loved ones are all protected, and I'm thankful. All right. So I'm not going to let a me not being aware, right? It's not going to get me down. You hear me? It's just going to temporarily have me off track. But that is over and done with. Once I realize what it is that's going on, oh, I'm on it, baby. Okay, just know I'm on it. All right. Speaking of on it, how are you guys? How have you been doing, Capricorns? I know you've been busy. Okay, I know you've been busy, but have you really been getting rest? Have you really been putting back into yourself? All right. Are you really so focused on what has to happen right now? I feel like some of you have been so focused on what's going on right in front of you that you have not stopped to look out or within, right? You have not taken a pause when everyone else is going and say, hey, are you good? Are you really good? So let's see what's going on with you right now. And we're going to look at your overall energy. Overall energy. Overall energy. All right. Let me go into this card. Okay. Overall energy for Capricorn. And we will look at the oracle messages first, and then we will clarify with the tarot. Okay. All right. Overall energy for Capricorn. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. us about Capricorn, please. So we have affirm. Daily affirmations. Words are powerful, releasing negative speech and thoughts, and positive reinforcement. Attack. Physical altercation, a verbal attack, one or more people turning on you. And spiritual. Travel. Vacation, weekend, getaway, moving far away, airplane, and long distance. Okay. So what I'm getting here for your overall energy, Capricorn, is that there's something that you need to get away from. And like I said, with vacation here, I'm getting a strong energy of you needing to rest. There's an energy of you doing a lot, perhaps even too much. With attack here, it's like there are multiple people that are pulling on you all at once. Do you see what I'm saying? But I'm getting like a negative pull on you. It's not as though, like, these are codependent energies, okay? Codependent energies. And this affirm energy is all about releasing negative speech and thoughts, having positive reinforcement. So things that, uplift you, motivate you, are not bringing you down, weighing you down. This also talks about daily affirmations. So there's something that you are saying to yourself on a daily basis or regularly that literally is keeping you going in the midst of all of the negative, like, attacks on your energy, negativity pulling on you. You know what I'm saying? There's an energy of you just needing to get away. And it's almost like you're talking yourself through it until you can escape the situation, until you can get away, right? It's like you need a break. It's almost like an energy of you need a break. Okay. Under the deck, surgery. See, I'm getting an energy of removing yourself from a situation, right? This is medical, cosmetic, get a second opinion, research, listening to your intuition, and help during recovery. Help during recovery. You are going to have to remove yourself from all of this negativity or negative frequencies in order to get your energy back, in order to get back on a positive, positive frequency. Right now, you need to pull yourself away from these negative energies that are trying to, weigh you down. Time, it will happen within a week. So there's something, maybe an opportunity is going to open up within a week and you can have some time off. All right. Or something is going to happen within a week that's going to, push you to be like, listen, I just can't take it anymore. Or you're going to find yourself requesting time off in a week's time. Manifest here. Again, something is coming towards you. You are learning how to align yourself in order to receive. Journaling and kindling. So you're going to be able to go away, perhaps somewhere where you can get away and write and collect your thoughts. And romance here, okay? So it could be an energy of you and someone close, or someone that you care for, someone you're close to. Could be a romantic partner that you haven't spent time with in a while. This could be work and, you know, everything else but your connection. It doesn't necessarily have to be relationship, but there's the energy of needing to take a break. So you may need to take a break and get away and do something with your person here. Okay. Um, or you could just need some time away. Things could just be coming down on you. You may have a lot going on. You may not even necessarily be in a relationship, and maybe you're just, you haven't had time to enjoy yourself. So let's just see what's going on here. Let's look at, I'm not going to assume any further. Let's see these cards here. All right, so starting with affirm here. Oh, sorry guys. And this is the way. I'm going to give this a little bit more of a shuffle. I think that was like 2 or 3 cards. Okay, so we'll take that. We have the world. We have the world. This is all about something happening from the outside, and it's affecting what's happening. There's a cycle that is shifting. It's all about things turning, situations changing. And again, it can represent an end of a cycle here, right? And so when we're talking about releasing, right, negative people who are constantly talking negative, thinking negative things, you just want to be around something different, right? You're tired of this old toxic cycle or old toxic way of doing things, or being around the same toxic negative energies. Look under the deck. Look at this. High Priestess. High Priestess. Didn't I say there's the energy of just being quiet, right? Taking time to go within. That is what the High Priestess does. That is what the High Priestess does. It's all about being quiet, meditating. You have the world and the High Priestess. This is a cycle that you are divinely guided towards. So again, I feel like all these external factors and things that are like going wacko in your life right now, this is divinely guided. This is ordained to happen. I feel like this is also something that you manifested. I feel like you've been wanting to be around positive people, places, things. You may have been saying this even out loud, to the point where things in your external life have been really, really, stirring up, should I say. And you haven't said a word. You haven't said a word here, but you're manifesting this. Wow. Releasing negative speech and thoughts. This is all about not speaking, being quiet, and using your intuition, right? When things are happening on the outside, there's energy of going within, right? Because when it comes to this attack and multiple people turning on you, or there's some sort of verbal attack, I'm getting an energy of like just negative spirits, negative energies trying to pull you down. Don't go low. stay high. When they come and attack you, there's the energy of when they go low, don't go lower, go high. So high that they can't reach you or they're confused, right? Because they're waiting on you down low, but you're going to go high. You're going to go over it. Tell me about attack. They're trying to pull you down to their frequency is what it is. Then they can get you on their ground. When you're on their playing ground, then you're vulnerable. See? Look at this. The moon. All major arcana so far, Capricorn. The moon. Piscean energy. Strong Piscean energy here. Even with this high priestess in the world, that's fire energy here. Now, under the deck, you have the Four of Wands. So this is all about stability. And I feel with the moon here and to clarify attack here, I'm getting an energy of they are trying to confuse you and get you to a place of instability. Right? Look, we even have temperance here, but this is where you come in. This is where you come in. And that is also what that high priestess energy is all about. Okay. I feel that you are going to, like I say, go high. This is all about being divinely guided and being balanced and centering yourself and the ability to not be moved, right? Or shifted in a different direction, right? So we have that Knight of Pentacles who also is very rational. This is someone who uses their head first. They take their time and they're moving forward slowly, but they are moving forward, but in a positive light and direction, right? So tell me about travel here. Tell me about travel. See, these people are coming for you, but you are going to be so prayed up. You are going to be so at peace. You are going to be so spiritually protected. Oh my gosh, they're not even going to be able to affect you, right? And you're going to be able to remove yourself from this energy. Look at this. See, Five of Wands. You're traveling to get away from the noise, the stress, the drama, okay? The chaos that this Five of Wands brings. They're trying to cause arguments. You're moving in a different direction. Look, Page of Wands, getting out of it, extroverted. This is all about getting out of a situation in the nick of time, or an energy of somebody who is just like ready to jump out of a situation, right? With not even asking questions, just leaving, right? Just leaving. Because why? This is a message that you're not here for the riffraff. Like, this is, honestly, you got the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. You have something worthwhile to offer, and you're not about to waste your time and energy on, this hot-headed person who is all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't have time to think things through. Constantly causing conflict. That's just not your cup of tea. Not your cup of tea. Okay? You're looking for something more stable with that King of Pentacles. Look at here. Look at here. You are looking for something more stable, and that's what you want to devote your time and energy towards, not this. All right? So travel, it is, Capricorn. If you have to go to find peace, then that's what it is. Doesn't have to be far, but you don't have to be in the situation where there's confusion or chaos or drama. And this is a situation where you may be even living with someone with the Four of Wands here, and this moon. So this could be confusion, drama, attacks here, verbal attacks. So someone arguing with you where you should be in your place of peace here. See what I mean? Yeah. A place of motivation. And it is not. It has become a place of stress and competition and drama and chaos. Right? So with surgery and time, you may be cutting away from the situation in a week. You may be actually literally leaving. Manifest and romance, okay? Manifest and romance, planning for your future and moving to the next level, manifesting this. This is what's happening. You're manifesting your way out of this situation by affirming yourself, telling yourself every day you're worthy, you're worthwhile. Prayers, talking to the divine, allowing the divine to speak to you, to shift everything up. The divine is the one that is turning up the heat in this situation, right? Yes, think about it that way. The divine is causing you to be imbalanced and uncertain so that you can move forwards towards something that is more stable, more calm, more peaceful, right? And whenever you see that Five of Wands appear, that Page of Wands is all about getting out and getting on with it, right? Moving away. So let's see here. So what lessons have Capricorns learned in the recent past? What lessons, let's go ahead and cleanse. What lessons have Capricorns learned in the recent past? Okay. So you have losing sleep here. You may be realizing that you can't worry about everything. You cannot lose sleep over situations that are just not going to change. You can't put all of your time and energy into things that just aren't going to fall through, right? You can't give that Page of Pentacles energy in this situation where this Five of Wands is. With the Travel card and that Page of Wands, this is an energy of someone who's about to take flight. They're about to leave. We've got bumping heads here, right? So you're realizing that, listen, you and this person are going to continue bumping heads. You think you're losing sleep now, stay with this person. So look, this came out in the reverse, heartbreak. Okay. So heartbreak in the reverse. So I feel like, again, if you want to avoid this heartbreak, if you want to avoid bumping heads, you're going to have to separate from the situation. You're realizing that. Under the deck, look, running. I told you, running away. Running away. Like I said, we've got shocking news. I told you this is going to happen within a week. Under pressure. There's a lot happening behind the scenes. So we're going to clarify with the tarot right now. We've got under pressure and we have sweet talk. So I feel like this person, there's energy of they may realize that you're on your one way out the door. I feel like you certainly do. And you are under pressure or putting yourself under pressure. Again, sweet talk, there's energy of trying to get someone to stay. Okay. So you may be trying to talk yourself into staying in a situation longer. It's not going to last, but I don't think so. I think it's the other way around. And it's not even what I think, it's what I'm seeing here. Okay. So let's go ahead and clarify. I'm going to go ahead and put these cards right here. All right. So tell me about losing sleep here. Losing sleep. Well, well, well. So we have the Two of Pentacles. It came out on its side. Okay. This is someone who is just, I feel like, caught in between keeping it all together and completely like letting everything just kind of fall really to the ground. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that Two of Pentacles represents juggling. When you're juggling multiple things, it's because you want all of them to continue to flourish, right? In the same way. You don't want one to go because you're focused on the other two. You want to be giving it, you know, equal opportunity. You see what I mean? When it's in the reverse, there's an energy of just letting one of the balls fall, right? Or getting overwhelmed and just like giving up, or all the balls falling because you just get thrown off, or it's stressful, or just something that distracts you because there's too much going, you know? This is an energy, I feel like, of somebody who's just like not wanting to give up, but they're also like not, they're ready to throw in the towel. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like they're having a hard time with losing sleep here. Under the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. So again, this is an energy of somebody who's going back and forth. This is a romantic energy as well, potentially, or someone who, again, is going back and forth and negotiating. All right. Going back and forth and negotiating. And that King of Wands represents a high level of planning involved and action. Someone who's planning to take action, or someone who's taking action after going back and forth about things. You know what I'm saying? After going back and forth about things, I feel like there's an energy of, you making this decision and not losing any sleep. I don't feel like this is something that's going to stress you about it, or yeah, you're not going to be stressed out about it. Tell me about bumping heads. That King of Wands is very confident in making decisions. You see what I mean? So, yeah. Tell me about bumping heads. That looks like it went in the reverse. It did. Ooh. Queen of Wands in the reverse, honey. This is, again, someone who is very, very dominant in the, very demanding of their person. And this is going to cause you to bump heads, right? Yeah, with attack, demanding, putting demands and bumping heads. That's exactly what I was channeling with you guys. Too many demands. You need peace and you need balance. You need to be able to balance the situation out. There are too many demands on your energy right now. And it's very, very selfish. That Queen of Wands in the reverse is extremely selfish. Makes sense here with bumping heads. This is the reason why. Under the deck, the Tower. See, it's going to hit a head here, right? A head gasket. Somebody's going to blow a head gasket. That's why we have bumping heads. It's coming to a head, like all of the things. but this is getting ready to come to an end. So we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, true pair on the board here. So both parties taking action, but one person is being extremely selfish and just kind of coming out of nowhere with these demands, right? And this is going to be a problem for the other person. Okay. So let's see here. Yeah, you're going to have to leave. Tell me about heartbreak in the reverse. Oh, cards are upside down. Tell me about heartbreak in the reverse. Heartbreak in the reverse. Yeah, you're over it. And the 8, look at this, y'all. I can't make this up. 10 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. Listen, you're over it. You're done. You are beyond. You're tired of carrying this load. It's easy for you to walk away at this point. Your heart is not broken. You see what I'm saying? This is something that you want to do with travel. See what I'm saying? There's the energy of you're ready to go. This has been stressful long enough. 5 of Wands and the Page of Wands. You just don't want to argue. You want peace, okay, with this person. Okay, you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Virgo, Cancer. I'm sorry, I said that so wrong. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces here. Could also be dealing with the fire sign, strong Taurus energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces. I think I said that. Fire energy. So what else do we have here? That's it. Surgery and time. Let's clarify here. Let's clarify this. Again, I feel like, again, with this being part of the lesson you're learning, it's not going to take you long. That's what I'm getting. It's not going to take you long to realize that it's time to go. You're going to listen to your intuition. Oh, my. We have the 8 of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. What did I tell you? See, this is all about focusing on you, focusing on your money, taking the time out and taking care of you. This is going to confuse others, and it's going to shock people. This is going to shock them when you leave. Sweet talk. They're trying to talk you into staying. Yep, running and shocking news. See? This person, they're not anticipating this. So tell me, what your goals are and how you're moving forward. So now that this is the lesson, or this is what you recently picked up about this connection, about this person, okay, about, what is and isn't just never going to happen when it comes to this, and what it is that you need to do, right, in order to avoid heartbreak. And also just kind of to move on, because you have no feelings for this person in this way. So moving forward, what is the advice moving forward? What is the advice moving forward? Tell me about Capricorn, please. What is the advice? No, not the advice. I'm sorry, not the advice moving forward, but what are your goals moving forward? What is Capricorn's goals moving forward? Or, yeah, how is Capricorn planning on moving forward based on the recent lessons that have been learned? Okay. How is Capricorn moving forward? Capricorn moving forward. So, look, paranoid, okay? Cautious, okay? Insecure, guarded. So there's the energy of watchful, not trusting, not so quick to, trust, fall for a situation, right? We have envy here, resentful, competitive, and discontent. So, so there is a bit of bitterness, is what I'm getting. But I'm getting that this is by design. When it talks about competitive here, I feel like this is also part of your confidence. This is part of how you are moving forward, your personal motivation and affirmations. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this person was envious of you. I do. I'm getting an energy of this person was envious of you, and you're being very, very cautious going forward. You're watching everything this person does. With resentful, I feel like, again, you're holding a lot of the past very close to remind you, or to keep it as a reminder. We have legal here. Lawyers, court, and paperwork. Uh-oh. So you're being very protective of yourself. I told you. Yeah. Not leaving yourself vulnerable. Contracts. Okay. Not leaving yourself vulnerable. Under the deck, sipping. Rumors, gossip, and nosy. And then running. Okay. We got running again, you guys. Running again under the deck. There it is. See? Wow. Sipping and running. So again, the more you find out, see, your goal is to get as far away from this energy, this narcissistic energy, as possible. Negative, whatever the case is. Whatever's causing you the stress and the chaos and the arguments. Right? So that is your goal moving forward. And baby, you're not going to waste any time. I told you this is going to happen within a week's time. And look at this puzzle. Perplexed. I told you. You are going to confuse the heck out of this person. Okay? And it says that right here. Running and shocking news. Because it's going to happen so fast, this person's head is going to spin. You're under pressure. You're under pressure. You can't take anymore. And it's taking you to that point, baby. They have. They have. So let's move on. Let's look at the challenges. What are the challenges you will be facing? Capricorn. What challenges or obstacles will Capricorns face? Holy Spirit, angels, and the challenges will Capricorns face. I'm ready. Communication and message me. So this is a triple threat here, and it's all about this person wanting to talk, this person wanting to communicate. You just want to cut and run, right? There's an energy of there is no more talking, or there's no explanations necessary on your end. As a matter of fact, with legal here, you're trying to find the way that you can move forward and never have to communicate with this person again, right? So, or there may be communication, or this person may be harassing you, right? I'm ready, communication, message me. This is the obstacle. This person is harassing you and they won't leave you alone. Look, catch. I told you, go. You're trying to leave, and this person is trying to stop you from going. This person had multiple people, and now they're feeling some type of way when you're just like out the door. We got Polly here and children. See, they're being childish. They're not even considering the fact that they cheated. Now they want to talk, or now there's the energy of wanting to communicate, or somehow harassing you in some way, or sending communication that is not wanted. Okay? Tell me about the challenge here. What is the obstacle or the challenge for Capricorn, please? Look, lovers in the reverse, you guys. I cannot make this stuff up. I wouldn't do that. Lovers in the reverse, okay? And you have the Justice card. See that legal paperwork, y'all. There's an energy of things are not balanced, okay? First of all, this is Adam and Eve. The snake is, I'm telling you, taking over. But there is no balance here. This is situation where the communication, whatever talking is not good, or there's one person who wants to talk and the other person doesn't. They're quiet. They'll let the law handle it. They'll get legal on that. You literally have all major arcana, like almost in this whole reading. I think we pulled almost all the major arcana. If anything, we've got half of them. We have so many major arcana out here right now, you guys. You got the Wheel of Fortune, the Justice card, the Lovers in the reverse, the World, the Moon, the High Priestess. Oh, I'm sure there's more. All of that. All of that. So, yeah. Yeah. That's nuts. You guys. Six of Swords. It's time for you to go. Another sword, communication, clarity. So, like, there's going to be a conversation this person doesn't want to hear. They're going to be pushing up on you, though. They're going to be very, very demanding about, getting your attention. But you don't have anything for them, unfortunately. Fortunately for you, unfortunate for them. So, what is the advice? Okay. What is the advice for Capricorn? And then we'll close the reading. What is the advice for Capricorn, please? What is the advice for Capricorn, please? What is the advice for Capricorn, please? Okay. Ooh, okay. All right. So you have, look, get more information. Get more information. Ask more questions. Don't rush, right? Don't rush. And then we have helpful people. So there's an energy of someone coming along, or you working with others, or don't rush to, join forces with others, or to work with others, or to allow others to come in, your energy. This says don't stop here. I'm just getting an energy of not being distracted, not allowing yourself to be distracted here. There's going to be people that are going to come along your path, and they're going to come in the guise of being helpful, or perhaps needing you to help them. I feel like that's what it's going to be, but Spirit is saying don't stop for these people. Continue doing what you need to do for yourself. Ask the questions like, can't so and so, or don't you have this, or don't you have that, or what, you know what I mean? And then you can make decisions, right? Reconsider. See? Reconsider. Reconsider if people are coming around asking you to do things that it's requiring more of you than what you are receiving, or what you are able to even handle being without. It's like, yeah, I'm going to have to say no. See? Let go. Let go. Reconsider the situation. If it doesn't work from you, if it doesn't work for you, walk away. Say no. Say no, Capricorn. You don't have to say yes to everybody just because they're asking or need. They're always going to need. Everybody's always going to need. So let's pull some future oracle messages and we'll close this reading. Topaz. Forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger and blocking your health and it's blocking your health and happiness. Yeah. So don't hold on to resentment from others either, I feel, because that also can weigh you down long even after you separated from the person. So again, when I say don't go low, don't go high. They expect you to go low because it affects you. All right. Keep going. Let go of control issues, baby. What did I say? Let go. Let go. Time to release. Let go. Okay. Allow the situation to unfold naturally, also, is what it says. Don't rush into a situation, especially if it's not working for you. That's your cue to run in the other direction. So let's get a couple more. Healing hearts. Look at this. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from a toxic relationship or addiction. And look, letting go of control issues with healing heart in Topaz. Forgiveness heals. Y'all, all about healing. All about healing. Let's get a couple more and then we'll end. A couple more for you, Capricorn. So we have the union of hearts. A love connection defies explanation. What did I tell you? It's all about being quiet, or there's an energy of, if it was truly love, I shouldn't have to explain, or there shouldn't, there's no explanation needed at this point. This is you making a decision to move towards peace. Okay, this is you reconsidering a situation and letting go because you deserve that. New beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it. and live your dreams passionately. All right, it's time for something new, Capricorn. It's time to walk away from the old, especially that which is bringing you down and causing you to have negative thought processes and speech patterns. That is going to bring about negativity, and that is what you're going to manifest. But if you make a decision to separate, cut that out, get in a different frequency, you will manifest what is positive and what is loving, just like that new relationship and that romance card that we saw. It is coming. There is new love coming towards you. I didn't just ignore it, you guys. I saw the cards, but I wanted to see enough of them just so that I can be sure that it actually meant relationship. But there is a union coming, a union of heart. It is a new beginning. Spirit is saying, take your time, ask questions, get more information. Don't be so quick to jump just because others are available or there. Don't stop what you're doing when it comes to your own self-care and love, right? Always take time out for yourself. And if people are keeping you from doing that, please take heed. All right. I love you, Capricorns. I hope you enjoyed this message. I hope it resonates. Please hit those like buttons for me, you guys. Please, please. And thank you so much. Take care of each other and yourselves. Until next time, I will be back with Aquarius coming up next. Bye.